yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jack. Got a jet cause the band even ate. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. Go play a score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I? Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference.
Close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy. We got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. This is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
On the set.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This game, the ninth that the Jags have played here in London, you might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Another tote for Etienne. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On second down, ETN once more. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair ETN with James Robinson together last season because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, ETN is starting fresh in 2022. And you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
Forced out to his left. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Caleb Chason able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
2nd and 5. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Yeah.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to...
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Before they can snap it, time runs out. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Etienne once more. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the stick.
Now Lawrence on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Wilson. Just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. A good pickup there at 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 116 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson. He's got Hamler, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high and they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Ready?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now Austin. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, ETN. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them,
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game?
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I